New York CNN Donald Trump arrived in Michigan on Wednesday with far more support among blue-collar union members than many Republican presidential candidates before him. But his record as president is decidedly anti-union. Trump, who started his speech at the rally held in Detroit on Wednesday by praising blue-collar workers, said, "I want a future that protects American labor. Not foreign labor, but the National Labor Relations Board, which oversees labor relations at most businesses, and Trump's court appointments, particularly to the Supreme Court, have caused major disruptions to unions since he took office in 2017. He does not support workers' rights to organize, bargain collectively or strike," said Cathy Creighton, a union attorney who served as an NLRB attorney during the Clinton administration and now as head of Cornell University's Buffalo, New York office, Industrial and Labor Relations. Other Republican presidents have said they are pro-business or think labor has too much power. H is telling working Americans that H is on their side when everything he does is anti-union. Anti-union decisions the NLRB members Trump appointed during his tenure made it harder for unions gain representation in non-union workplaces, lengthening the period from when a union files for representation to when an election is held, thus giving management more time campaign against the union with its employees. The Biden NLRB reversed those rules, which were struck down in court, and took action to make it easier for the union to organize. The Trump Supreme Court also issued a devastating decision against public sector unions, which represent nearly the same number of members as union members at private businesses. The 2018 decision, in which Trump appointee Justice Neil Gorsuch provided the fifth vote, makes it easier for government employees across the country to skip paying union dues even if their workplaces are unionized. Trump was famous for promising to stop businesses from moving operations out of the country or closing down. One of his most vocal promises was that he would prevent GM from closing its massive assembly plant in Lordstown, Ohio. In a 2017 speech in nearby Youngstown, he promised residents that manufacturing jobs would return to the area, telling the crowd don't move. But 2 years later, GM closed the plant despite Trump's calls to GM CEO Mary Barra and his attacks on the company's closure plans. Lordstown Motors, company that eventually bought the plant with plans to hire thousands of workers, has caused more losses than pickup trucks and has already filed for bankruptcy and ceased operations. Trump promised to impose high taxes on vehicles coming from Mexico, and he is now repeating that promise on the campaign trail. But 2020 update of the North American Free Trade Agreement, long unpopular among many blue-collar workers, imposed no such tariffs on vehicles from Mexico and did little to change flow of vehicles across U.S. board.